Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. That's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1 billion. Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. That's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1 billion. Yeah,
Mom,
I'm not one you see around thinking about my goals. So I'm not
sipping on that hustle juice today, boy.
Ain't no bush to beat around.
Hey, it's thirsty, it's thirsty.
The ground ball call by. You can say I'm in the
Don't be alarmed, she's apple juice.
Out my fantasy. They love it when I touch down.
Top dog Trello, what the heck going on, twin?
Now money true holiday. I'm playing for
Top dog Trello, what the heck going on, twin?
Steve Nash. I don't see much, man.
Where we at with it? Where we at with it?
Can't be mad. You need to read.
My boy, hey, y'all here early. Oh wait, I'm late. Wait, is y'all early or I'm late? Wait, I can't. Guys, I can't hear the music. Can you hear the music? If you hear the music, press the like button. If you hear the music, press the like button. That's how I know if you guys can hear the music. Is it working? Israel, I need you to press the like button to confirm it's working. Like the like button down there. Yeah, that one over there. Just press it. Just one. That's all you guys gotta do. Just press it. Oh, B-Raj, are you sure? Press the like button, B-Raj.
I should get a Tesla and put your chick in it. I should call your mom like I love your
Y'all got scammed.
She calls you up and says that K-Von kid.
It's like, nah, I appreciate y'all support. What up, boys? How we doing here, man?
What's up to him? You can't take that shit. I can't.
Hey, it's Top Dog Trendlord Source of Saturdays, boys. I'm so geeked. I'm so geeked. How we living, man? Boys, it might be a 24-hour stream. I might not get off stream until I find every single one of you boys a business. I might not get off stream until I find every single one of you boys a business. We might be coming through like that, boys. I might not stop until I find everybody a freaking business, boys.
Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel.
What's on, dude?
I mean, I don't even really have a real.
How we been, man? How we been?
And I still got it.
What we got going on, Kevin? You're the freaking best. Freaking best, Kevin. Hey, Shredlords. Happy freaking Saturday. Happy freaking Saturday, dudes. Happy freaking Saturday, man. Hey, all I got to say, chat. All I got to say, it's so much good stuff happening out here in the world. It's so much good stuff happening out there in the world, man. Let me not do that. I was gonna play some copyrighted music, but I gotta be smart. I want to go crazy and play some copyrighted music, but you know what? Oh, sorry, Twitch. I didn't turn you on. My bad. There we go. How y'all been? Hey, how y'all been though? You had a good Saturday? Y'all had a great Saturday? Let me catch up for the boys. Kryptonite Good 99, you are the early bird. Congratulations, Kryptonite Good 99. You showed up first, you commented first. Good to see you, my man. Hope you're living fantastically well, Kryptonite. So are you going to become a garbage man? Bro, you bet. If it cash flow, I'm with it. If it cash flows, I don't care what it is. If I gotta be a freaking plasma donor, if it cash flows, I'll do it. Hey, A-Dub's here early. What up, A-Dub? Good to see you, bro. Happy Saturday, man. Happy Saturday, A-Dub. And of course, we got the OG Edwin. What up, boy? Good to see you, man. Hey, I hope Texas is treating you immaculately well, bro. And Edwin, what's up with the joints, man? Catch me up, twin. I don't want to get too much of your business away, but look, catch me up, twin. Catch me up, bro. I'm trying to see where we at with it. Catch me up, boy. Blessed to be alive to hang out with the boys. Yes, sir. Kevin is here. Hey, Boogie. Hey, what's up, Boogie? That boy ain't Boogie in the mix. Boogie, you don't never show up this early. You must have took a break off of work, man. Boogie took a break off of work. He hanging out with the boys. That boy Boogie hanging out with the boys. Oh, hold on. There we go. Oh, my boy Sebastian, what's on, twin? My boy Sebastian, what's up? Hey, Sebastian, you might be the Peruvian prince, bro. Sebastian, you might be the Peruvian prince, bro. What up, dude? How you doing, man? I hope you're living fantastic and well. Sebastian, for somehow, I think you're infiltrating my algorithm. Because when I was on TikTok yesterday after stream, I had like a Peruvian model pull up on my joint. And first of all, I was like, I ain't know Peru was moving like that. First of all, I was like, I ain't know Peru was moving like that, you know? But then also, like, where am I getting all this type of, you know, algorithm push for Peruvians? It's gotta be Sebastian. You see me? You feel me? My man's Israel Urban. Hey, Israel, how the heck you doing, bro? I hope you're doing fantastically well. For some reason, they got like a star next to your name. You must be a top dog shred lord. You got a crown next to your name. What up, twin? Hey, bro. Well, happy Saturday. Welcome to the Shred Lord Saturdays. We about the source for everybody. And chat, the way how we roll, bro. The way how we about to roll with this. If y'all want a source of business, you got to tell me a geography and a business model. And I'm going to find all these business for y'all as if it were my own, and I'm gonna give it away for free, because that's what we do here on streams, until Richard tells me to add that freaking paywall. Richard's like, hey Kenny, you know your information you're giving away is very valuable, right? People are charging all this for all this money for this, right? And I'm like, yeah, I get it. But my purpose is to help the boys. My purpose is to ungatekeep. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. V-Raj, what up, twin? Good to see you. V-Raj, what time is it where you at? What time is it where you at, V-Raj? Or are you local? Hey, Sebastian, want that cafecito music? Hey, y'all want that cafecito music? Oh no, I got you. Cara luna, mi amore. Yes, sir. I got a little cafecito vibes for the boys. Hey, whatever y'all need, I got it, twin. Whatever y'all need, I got it, my boys. Oh, 10:45. Oh, you East Coast then. You East Coast. You East Coast. Hey, bro, Chat Capital. Hey, I told you, Chat Capital, we going to a mill, bro. We going to a mill. I'm actually drinking cafecito. Bro, there is no shot that I'm drinking cafecito at literally 7 p.m. I would not go to sleep. Bro. This is Lily Apple Juice. I did a Costco run earlier today, boys. Are you waiting on them lawyers? One thing I'll tell you now, the business acquisition boys, lawyers, God bless them, but I can't stand them. All right? I'm gonna be the first one to sign up for an AI-enabled lawyer. First one. Secondly, I don't know if you got SBA involved, but SBA, bro, I swear to God, I wanna drive myself to the SBA bank and go directly to my file and get stuff done. You know? Hey, but keep your head up, Edwin. Keep your head up, bro. What you're doing, man, is making incredible moves, incredible progress. It's gonna be incredibly worth it, bro. I'll tell you that. It's gonna be well worth it. Sebastian, you might be right. Oh, snap, the report is up. Ain't up, the report's up. Oh, snap, wait, chat. Chat, we might be blessed today. Chat, hold up, we might be blessed today. Wait, A-Dub, you serious? Are you joking with me? Are you serious or you joking with me, bro? No, Israel, a star. Like right next to your name, it says, or not a star, it's a crown. There's a crown and a number 1. Israel, they gave you the crown and the number 1 today. V-Raj, I'm from the Midwest, but I'm based on the West Coast right now. Okay, hold on. Okay, wait. I'm gonna pull it up. Boys, you know, Chat Capital, we got the greatest intelligence system in the world, right? Chat, we got the greatest intelligence system in the world. And let me go here. Oh snap, someone asking for the Netherlands. Wait, somebody's from the Netherlands in our chat. Hey, anybody from the Netherlands? Okay, hold on, let me get this. Ooh, get this little kind of Luna vibes. Okay, I'm gonna sign into Discord right now for the boys. Okay, if you guys are not in the Discord, do yourself a really big favor. Get your butts in the Discord. We popping off, bro. I'm closing the Discord in like a month. Okay, so Ada, Screen share. Chat Capital needs some AUM. Sebastian, you know what you gotta do, bro. Go down, hit that Streamlabs link, and put your whole bonus in there, bro. Put your whole bonus in there. It goes to a good cause. Goes to a good cause. Okay, so we in here. We in a Discord with it. Somebody answer this guy here. He's asking if somebody's in the Netherlands. But A-Dub, what part? Oh, here it is. Will the U.S. market continue to crash? Ooh, great question. Great question, Kevin. Oh, we got growth mindset. Hey, y'all really out here yapping. Oh, hold on. Someone put a business in here. Whose business is this? Hey, chat, whose business is this? I can't see the name. E? Is that you, Edwin? That's you? Okay, we can look at that one today. I'm just catching up on the Discord. What y'all talking about on personal finance? Oh, Rich Topic told Kevin, go touch some grass and buy an index fund. Kevin, there's actually facts, though. There's actually facts. It's actually facts. I'll tell you this, Kevin. LeBron James called Warren Buffett live on CNBC on an interview one time, and he asked him, what should he do with investing? And Warren Buffett told LeBron James to buy a diversified piece of the United States of America, aka a low-cost index fund. So if Warren Buffett tells LeBron James to do that, I'm gonna tell you to do that too. You know why? Because I think you got the same potential as LeBron James, bro. I think you got the same potential as LeBron James, Kevin. Beast Kid Kev, man. Hey, Random 77, you ain't from the Netherlands? Oh, you in the UK? Hey, Mandem in the mix. What up, Mandem? Are you a Manchester United fan or a Chelsea fan? Or what's the Spurs? Tottenham. Are you Tottenham, Manchester United, or Chelsea? Random 77. Hamilton taught me all these names. Thoughts on investing in commodities like gold? Sebastian, just buy an index fund. Freakonomics. Conventional wisdom is almost always wrong. Kryptonite, you trying to say that we shouldn't be buying index funds, Kryptonite? Oh wait, I'm getting distracted, chat. Okay, sorry. We have to read A-Dub's report. Hey, he put it in the PDF for us. Woo-wee. Okay. Hey, chat. Hey, this look clean. Hey, chat. Hey, y'all so lucky. Y'all so lucky. This is a Chat Capital exclusive. Hey, y'all, this is a Chat Capital exclusive. Random. There are so many more than the ones that I mentioned. How many more? I thought there was just 3. Chelsea, Man United, and Tottenham. Which one was the Korean guy? Korean guy that came to LA. I really rock with him. He's got aura. He's really freaking cool. He's really freaking cool. But you definitely name more than I could with American football. Why do you invest in your son's actively managed fund? Life is complicated. Oh, his name's Son? Oh, his name's just Son? What's his full name? Okay, wait. Okay, chat. I gotta focus. This is our weekly Chat Capital Intelligence Report. I will tell you guys for one thing. Last week when we read this, it was freaking mind-blowing, okay? Freaking mind-blowing. I don't think there is a single ecosystem chat stream in the entire world that has this level of intelligence. This is an exclusive, and it's only because you guys are here on stream or on the VODs, an exclusive weekly intelligence that has insight, data, recommendations, and pattern recognition across macroeconomics, across businesses, across private equity. No one's doing it like this. So shout out to our Chief Investment Officer, A-Dub, and I think Chris helped with this too. So shout out to the boys, all right? But they put this together for us, boys, to get smarter on everything. So if y'all busy out there joking around, doing God knows what instead of making smart money moves, if y'all need to just catch up on the markets, y'all better read this weekly intelligence report. And this is on our Discord, boys. A-Dub usually puts it in our stock market channel on the Discord, okay? But chat, let's lock in, all right? So this week in one sentence, oil at 112, gold at 4,400, and a historic single session equity sell-off confirmed this week that markets are pricing the Hormuz shock as a structural regime shift, not a temporary supply disruption. Ooh. Okay, one thing learned this week. South Korea reversed its nuclear phased-out policy in 6 weeks from Hormuz closures to full legislation authorization. Energy security emergencies compressed decade-long policy timelines into weeks. Dang, wait. Energy security emergencies compressed decade-long policy timelines into weeks. Dang. So model emergency procurement separately from planned procurement. They have entirely different price sensitivities. Okay. Whoever wrote that is a macro guy. That definitely came from ADub. ADub definitely is ADub is like a macro investor. He's like one of those Bridgewater Associates type of guys, you know? Hey, Wabi, what's up, top dog? Good to see you, man. Has anybody looked at Taiwan? No, but give us the deets, bro. Spill the goop. Well, ADub, did we mention Taiwan in the macro report? Because in this, we talk about specific countries that we're tracking. Unsure if we're talking about Taiwan. ADub, did we talk about Taiwan? All right, here we go. Markets pricing in the Hormuz shock as a permanent regime shift before the macroeconomic data has confirmed it. U.S. inflation holds at a surprisingly controlled inflation rate. Gold repriced. Oil settles at 112. Okay. Intellectual discipline required this week is to separate what the data says now, controlled inflation, and economy still technically expanding at PMI 51.4, from what the data will say in 90 days if the straight remains close. Ooh, okay. So we are challenging ourselves to not just react to the short-term data, but instead take the current data, the current implications, and doing a forecast to see if the current setup in the Strait of Hormuz remains still locked up. What is the impact going to be 90 days from now? Okay, so we gotta take a step back, boys. We gotta take a step back and think through. The data today is irrelevant. They're not pricing in things accurately. They don't know how to react to this kind of stuff. If the current we need to start thinking about a drastic bear case. Like, what does a drastic bear case say? If it remains closed for 90 days, what happens to economic policy, asset prices? And if that is the case, and if that happens, are the equities that we're looking at and exploring today still an attractive investment? That is that. And then I love this. So this first week press up right here, that's for the top dog, intelligent, like super smart guys. And then if you're simple and you're basic and you're dumb like me, there's a beginner translation, right? This paradox is the story of the week. Markets are pricing in a future inflation shock from the close Hormuz Strait before it shows up in official data. The question for every investor is whether you are positioned for what is coming or has already been measured. All right. Macro. What's happening with macro? Ooh, we got charts now. AW, you put charts in here. Heck yeah, my boy. All right. So official February data presents a striking paradox. U.S. headline CPI steady at 2.4, its lowest level since May 2025. And the PCA deflator came in at 2.8%. S&P Global Flash, U.S. Metal Share. This is so macro, bro. This is so macro. Okay, I'm going to skip this. I'm looking at the chart. So the chart, CPI going down a little bit. I rock with that. Inflation going down. PMI composite seems simple. Okay, moving on. That is relevant and important for the other homies. Bro, I'm not that much of a macro guy. So, I'm an equities guy. All right. So why are markets selling off? The resolution lies in the forward-looking logic of markets. Oil, boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. It is priced in the trajectory of forward. Okay. First order, the gap between measured inflation 2.4 and forward projected inflation is the primary source of market uncertainty this week. Every Fed model, every equity discount rate, and every bond yield is being recalibrated around the question of whether the strait reopens before the forward inflation risk becomes realized inflation. All right. Second order. Can you guys see? I want to make sure you guys can see it. If you guys can see it, can you press that like button just to confirm? Just to confirm. Because I know the font's kind of small, but if you guys can read it, just press that like button so I can confirm that you guys can read it. Okay? I want to make sure you guys can read it. I know Garrett's blind. Garrett in the chat, he's blind. All right, second order. Consumer confidence is deteriorating ahead of the data. V-Raj, hush up, bro. The Conference Board Consumer Index dropped sharply in March on gasoline prices. Confidence lead actually spending by 2 to 3 months. Okay. Confidence lead actual spending data by 2 to 3 months. The behavioral response to elevated pump prices is already beginning before it appears in official consumption stats. Okay. Interesting. Next. Corporate earnings guidance models built with a $70 to $80 oil assumption are now stale. Companies reporting first quarter earnings in mid-April with $112 oil and unhedged energy exposure would be forced to issue forward guidance below current analyst models, initiating a negative earnings revision cycle. Dang, that is crazy. All right. If you get the gist, I'm gonna break it down because sometimes A-Dub speaks at a certain language in a clip that I just don't understand. All right. I'm the dumb reader here, so I need A-Dub to dumb it down for me, which he does in the beginning translations. But essentially, my thought is markets are volatile. Oil is high. All of the data and the models and the analysis today is using stale data, using a 70 to 80 hour per barrel oil price. And when the time comes, mid-April, in May, when earnings season kicks off, there's going to be a forward guidance re-rate, which is going to spook a lot of folks in the markets. All right? So I think there could be potential downward pressure on that if oil stays at this 112 or goes higher. Okay? Now, specific equity implications. This is what I'm looking for. Show me the equities. All right? S&P forward PE approximately 26.1 is historically elevated. Okay. Companies with stale analyst consensus estimates and high operational leverage to energy costs, airlines, chemical manufacturers, and consumer discretionary names with low income customer bases. So these are the ones that are going to be hurt by this. Airlines, chemical manufacturers, and consumer discretionary names with low income consumer bases. Okay. Ooh, we got some, and these look like Bloomberg charts. Valero Energy. Wait, did I miss this thing here? Okay. Brent crude oil, front futures, boom, driven by Iran's rejection of peace proposals and a 10-day extension. Tanker traffic through the Strait of Hormuz has plunged more than 95%. Dang. Wait, tanker traffic plunged 95%? Oh, this is actually halted. Wait, it's actually halted, boys. It's actually halted. Kryptonite, don't you talk trash about this. This is our collective perspective, okay? If you have any opposing opinions, submit them to the Discord. Okay, Kryptonite? All right. We put a lot of work into this analysis. And I'll tell you this, scared money don't make no money. Volt Zynga, do you currently own any businesses? I do not. I'm not an investor. I trade meme coins for a living. Just to disclaim, be a very, very, very honest and disclaimer. I'm a meme coin trader. Volt Zynga. Okay. What else? Fear mongering? Hey, I ain't fear mongering. I'm buying the dip, bro. I'm buying the dip. All right, here we go. First order. Airlines absorbed an estimated $2.4 billion in additional fuel costs over the last 30 days. I didn't know that. Wait, that's crazy. They absorbed another $2.4 billion in additional fuel costs. That's crazy. Do I teach people how to trade meme coins? Yeah, it's in my school community. It's called Meme Coin Shredlords. And right now we're priced at like $800 per month for that, but it's closed and it's going to increase for the next batch of students in the cohort to $1,000 per month. Okay. Richard's in it. Aren't you in it, Richard? Don't you like it? All right. Okay. So $2.4 billion in additional fuel costs? That's actually crazy. Well, I don't know. Is it? American, United, and Delta have announced emergency fare surges of 8 to 12%. Dang. I'm not flying anytime soon. Second order. Petrochemical feedstock prices in Asia surged 28% month over month. Ooh. Does anybody have any attractive petrochemical feedstock names? And then South Korea. Oh, wait. We talk about we talk about Taiwan in here. Here we go. Who was asking about Taiwan? Wabi? You were asking about Taiwan? Here we go. South Korean and Taiwanese manufacturers face an input cost crisis visible in first quarter earnings beginning mid-April. Okay? Is that what you're talking about, though, Wabi? Is the Taiwanese manufacturer setup? Or is there something different happening in Taiwan? Give us some context, and we can look at it right after we get smarter on our weekly report. You know what's incredible? Is that this entire report is available to everybody in Chat Capital. Isn't that crazy? Like, this report is available to everybody in Chat Capital. You guys are so lucky. Okay, third order impact. U.S. independent refiners are experiencing crack spread expansion to record levels. Distillate crack spreads reached nearly $70 per BBL. Hey, Dad, what you mean by that? It's such a funny sentence. Distillate crack spreads reached nearly $70 per BBL. Sorry, boys. I gotta lock in. I gotta, Zach, bro, bro, my bad, Zach. Usually I'm so lying. but, I know. I was joking. It's Saturday, boys. Hold on. I gotta put my glasses on. We gotta get smart. I gotta get smart. Let me put the glasses on. All right, Smart Kenny Finance initiated. Lock in. All right. So approximately $193 or percent above 2025 levels. Okay. So distillate crack spreads were around $35 around fourth quarter 2025. All right. Valero Energy closed March at $254, up 18% in the last week. Note that the 50-day moving average of approximately 167 served as the pre-conflict baseline. The current price represents an $87 plus premium above the moving average. Okay, good goop. Specific equity implications. VLO. Are you guys bullish on VLO? Anybody bullish on VLO? Also, Zach, hope you had a fantastic freaking week, my man. Good to see you, Zach. Is the clearest Hormuz equity signal in the public market. The prior 50-day moving average at 167 establishes the pre-conflict baseline. Okay. Ooh, their annualized free cash flow generation is extraordinary. The market is beginning to price this, but the duration of the crack spread premium remains the key uncertainty. Any Hormuz de-escalation will rapidly compress the premium back towards the 167 price track. Okay. Nice. All right. The US dollar is here. Okay. Hey, can I skip this macro stuff? All right, let's talk about some goop, man. Okay, no, I can't skip it. See, this is, I'm learning here, okay? Usually I skip all the macro stuff. Usually, chat, I skip all the macro news. But this is important. You know why? Because Dreamline has a hedge fund side of the business, and I gotta be knowledgeable on everything macro. So I have to know this. I have to read into this stuff, okay? Embrace the discomfort, boys, especially intellectually, okay? Even if it's boring, it's important for you to understand capital allocation. Now, understanding the dollar at 100.2 and gold is the safe haven, not the dollar. Lowest levels. Okay, the dollar index is at that, the lowest level since late 2024, and it'll be weaker than historical precedent for the U.S. involved military conflict. Okay, in prior Middle East crises, the 2019 Taker attacks and 2020 Soleimani killing, the dollar strengthened while gold moved modestly. And the current Hormuz closure, the opposite dynamic is occurring. Gold is up 65%, while the dollar has weakened. This regime diverge, dollar down, gold up, signals that investors are positioning for a fiscal expansion and real rate erosion rather than a traditional safe haven dollar demand cycle. Okay. This is a compelling chart here. Where'd you get these charts? Bloomberg? All right, here's the impact. Dollar amplifies the oil price shock in local currency terms for every country that prices commodities in dollars. Japan, South Korea, India, and Brazil are each going to absorb an oil shock that is 3 to 4% more expensive in local currency terms. U.S. multinationals with more than 40% international revenue, Microsoft, Alphabet, more industrial multinationals will report currency tailwinds and first quarter earnings that partially offset domestic energy costs headwinds. This net effect on consumer estimates is ambiguous but worth modeling before April. This is some real hedge fund stuff here. Okay. Now, third order. A weakening dollar with rising gold is historically the precursor to a sustained commodity supercycle. If the dollar breaks below 99.5, it will confirm structural dollar weakness rather than a temporary fluctuation. All right, I need this beginner. I need the beginner explanation because that was complex. So the U.S. dollar is weakening even during a conflict involving the U.S. military forces, which is historically unusual. So U.S. dollar is weakening even during conflict. Okay. Normally, the dollar rises during wars because investors view it as safe. The fact that it is falling to 100 while gold is surging to 440 or 4,400 suggests this time is different. Investors are protecting against U.S. fiscal expansion and potential inflation rather than simply seeking dollar safety. All right. Okay. And then Garrett says the petrodollar will eventually be the energy basket, nuclear, renewables, oil, etc. Dollar. Okay. All right, gold, I'm going to jump to the beginner explanation. Gold at 4,400 is already down from its 2026 all-time highs of 5,500. Y'all out here buying gold? Hey, chat, I hope y'all not buying gold at all-time highs, man. I hope nobody was buying gold at 5,500, bro. Come on now. Come on, twin. The current levels represent a sustained elevation plateau rather than a fresh breakout. The companies that mine gold have not caught up to the metal price. They typically move 2 to 3 times the metal move when its institutional attention shifts from bullion to equities. That rotation has not fully happened yet. Ooh. Agnico Eagle Mines remains the highest quality expression of the gold mining leverage thesis. Their Canadian operator, lowest all-in sustaining costs in the major peer group, production concentrated in Canada and Finland, and at the current gold prices, AEM's all-in sustaining cost margin exceeds $2,200 per ounce. The mining equity lag to spot is the structural opportunity. When it closes, it tends to close rapidly. Okay. And then we got another macro one. All right, I'm skipping this macro one. Well, no, I'm going to skip. I'm just going to do the beginning one. U.S. Treasury yield at 4.44%. It's the highest since last summer. It sets the cost of every mortgage, auto loan, and corporate borrowing. Oh, wait, I need to know about this. I need to know about this for SBA. It has risen because investors want more compensation to lend money for 10 years in an uncertain inflationary environment. That higher rate is compressing house prices, slowing corporate investment, and reducing the... Well, I swear to God. What are they doing with this rate? Okay. So is the overall rate going down? I think I got a floating rate, boys. I might be chalked. Chat. We need rates to go down. Okay. Natural gas. What's happening with natural gas? This is a great chart, by the way. American natural gas at $3 is cheap and has barely moved despite the Middle East crisis. Countries in Asia are paying nearly 10 times the U.S. price for American LNG. Companies like Shinry Energy that export American gas to Asia are capturing an extraordinary profit spread. For U.S. manufacturers that use natural gas, including TiO2, producers like Tronox, the domestic price is actually a competitive advantage right now, not a headwind. That's solid. All right, Fed probability. What's the Fed probability? The Fed faces a forward-looking dilemma, even though current inflation is benign at 2.4%. Tariff and Hormuz oil prices have not hit official inflation yet, but private economists say they will. Boom, boom. Okay. So we need to wait. We need to wait until April 4 job reports. Job reports are going to figure out if we're going to have some more. What are they going to do with rates? All right, now my section, public equities. Whew, we made it through the macro section. Thank you, Garrett, for the macro section. I literally felt like I was sitting in an economics class or economics class. That's how they were talking about economics class in Michigan, boys. All this CPI, API, all that stuff, bro. I'm like, bro, what are businesses doing? You know? But it's necessary. It's very important. It's very important. But let's see here. All right. First principle. Okay, we talked about that one earlier. Sector rotation. Boom, 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 boom. Equity focused. Here we go. Defense. Tell me about war companies. Lockheed Martin, Raytheon Technologies, Northrop Grumman, and General Dynamics are confirmed beneficiaries of the active conflict. Even in the Friday broader sell-off, LMT closed at 615, down 9%. The decline reflects portfolio-level risk-off, not a change in the government contract cycle. Defense contractor revenue is driven by multi-year production agreements, not quarterly equity sentiment. You own 50K of GD? Are you serious? Whoa. Okay. Bro, Godspeed to you, Kryptonite. Godspeed to you. Retail, what's up, top dog? Good to see you, bro. Hey, good to see you in here, my man. Hey, shout out to the mentor, Retail. All right. Specific 2026 catalyst is a $48 billion emergency supplemental defense bill currently being debated in Congress. A figure that, if passed, adds 18 months of additional production funding above the baseline. Dang. Tanker day rates versus defense sector. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Wow. This stuff is ripping. Nice. Okay. Berkshire Oxy Signal. Warren Buffett has accumulated a confirmed 31 to 34% stake in Occidental Petroleum as of March 2026. One of the most powerful trust signals in the energy sector. At $65, Oxy is performing exactly as the Buffett thesis predicted. The critical intelligence is Buffett is not selling at $112 oil. At a 31 to 30% ownership stake, the world's most famous value investor has made his conviction explicit through SEC signals. When Buffett sized a position at 31% of an energy company at a level of price, he signals, not the spike. Okay, that's durable. All right. And then Raytheon, primary manufacturer of Patriot missile defense systems and AIM-120 AMRAAM air-to-air missiles. That sounds so advanced. Being consumed at accelerated rates. 18 to 24-month production backlog ensures revenue recognition continues well past any conflict. And and Lockheed Martin. Okay, which one do you think is the best out of these guys? Do you think Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Berkshire, or like which one out of those three? I think Oxy. I think Oxy is the one. Sidewinders being used? You're thinking RTX? It makes sense though. I think I look. You think so too. Kryptonite. What do you think about RTX? All right, tanker stocks. So VLCC day rates peaked at nearly $105,000 per day in mid-March before settling at approximately $87,300 per day as of March 27, a 207% increase from October. All right. Partial pullback from peak reflects some Hormuz transit approvals being granted for individual vessels. But the 95% plus structural disruption remains in place. Frontline and international seaways are the primary public market expressions. That's so elaborate. Frontline and international seaways are the primary public market expressions. This is such an intelligent report. Jesus Christ. All right, at $87,300 per day, tanker economics remain extraordinary relative to pre-conflict levels, even after the peak pullback. Nice. Now, commodities. Oh, somebody was talking about fertilizers. Who was talking about fertilizers? Wait, was that you, Edwin? Edwin, were you talking about fertilizers? Someone was definitely talking about fertilizers. Who's talking about fertilizers? Was it this week or last week? One of the weeks. I remember visibly somebody in the chat talking about fertilizers. I think it was Edwin. All right, fertilizer supply disruption from the Gulf is a verified real-world effect. Gulf states produce 20% of global urea fertilizer, and the Hormuz closure had disrupted both production inputs and export logistics simultaneously. CF Industries is structurally insulated on the input side, Henry Hub at $3 per MMBTU, while benefiting from pricing power created by Gulf supply disruption on the output side. Every $50 metric ton increase in sustained urea prices adds $108 million to CF Industries' annual operating income. Mosaic, MOS, and Nutrient and TR face more complex international supply chain positioning, but both benefit from the elevated global fertilizer pricing. Nice. Hey, my man. Hey, that's good. Those are good plays. All right, here we go. So now we're talking semiconductors. Let's talk about semiconductors. Okay, Zach says Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Israel and Turkey all adopt the Patriot missile system. Dang. And RTX is selling to all those customers? All of them? Jivaro, what's up, top dog? Good to see you, man. All right, let's talk about semis. The chip industry fractured into two distinct narratives this week. On one side, the AI supercycle, where Samsung and SK Hynix are aggressively redirecting fab capacity towards HBM memory for AI training workloads. Contract DRAM prices have nearly doubled quarter on quarter as data center buyers lock in long-term supply, and AI chips are projected to generate $500 billion in revenue in 2026 alone. On the other side, a traditional computing hangover where aggressive reallocation of production towards HBM is creating a supply crunch and 50% plus price spikes for essential non-AI memory components used in PCs and consumer electronics. Okay, let me read that again. That's important. On the other side, a traditional computing hangover where the aggressive reallocation of production towards HBM is creating a supply crunch and 50% plus price spikes for essential non-AI memory components used in PCs and consumer electronics. All right, nice. Okay. Collision point arrived at CERAWeek. CERAWeek. I never heard of that. Where the conference that normally belongs to oil executives became a tech energy convergence event. NVIDIA, Microsoft, and Google sent CEO leadership to sit across the table from energy CEOs and confront a shared problem. AI data centers now have projected 125 gigawatts of power appetite, and at $112 per oil, that is not sustainable. Investor skepticism around the projected $70 billion in AI infrastructure capex from hyperscalers happened significantly this week. Okay, all right. Let's get to the gist. Now, BWX, my boys. BWXT hit an all-time high. Wait, we're crushing it. Bet on small modular reactors. Boom. Okay. And we also own a defense company, don't we? Don't we also own a defense company? Okay. Before giving back gains in Friday prior sell-off, the fund identified this thesis before CERAWeek validated. This is not an active check. This is an active check. Or is it BWX Technologies? Wait, we own one of these, don't we? BWXT. They're the ones that do the nuclear reactors. Oh, we're not making much money on this. But anyway, I think we bought it in January. We're up like 4 or 5%. Okay. What about the what's the war business that we own? We own a defense company, don't we? Chad, don't we own a defense company? Hold on, let me check our portfolio. Jack Capital HQ. Let me go to our portfolio. Yeah, SHLD. Chat, we own SHLD. SHLD. Whoever pitched SHLD must have known that a war was coming. But why is SHLD not really moving like that? What was our entry point? We bought in at SHLD. We got in at 72. And they're currently at 69. Okay, we're down. You know what? But we're going to keep buying more. We're going to keep buying more. Next. All right. Equity focus. Earnings season setup. Ooh, earnings is kicking off soon. Earnings happens in approximately 3 weeks, boys. And what's happening is hyperscalers are going to be April 24 to 30. And we're going to try to understand what the revised energy cost means for them. Airlines are going to be early to mid-April. We got to figure out what the fuel cost per available seat mile means and if they're able to actually pass through some of that pricing. And then refiners are going to be late April. Is management characterizing crack spread expansion as structural or cyclical? And then home builders. What is the March cancellation rate? And what mortgage rate is embedded in buyer qualification criteria? I'm just saying, this is very intelligent writing here. Don't you guys agree? I've learned so much already from this. And this is crazy. This is very intelligent writing. A-Dub, Chris, you guys crushed it with this. Great addition so far. And we're only halfway through. Great addition so far. All right, here we go. Overlook play. I asked them to give us some goop. I asked them every single time, give us some good goop. And they say, Kamiko, CCJ, closed at $103, down 18% or 17%. All right, what do they do? Okay, one thing we should add like up top here, like a bullet that is business model, like what they do. A-Dub. That's like a simple thing. What they do. All right, here we go. The thesis. Every energy security review triggered by the Hormuz shock ends at the same conclusion. Nuclear is the only baseload non-fossil fuel flexible energy source that can scale within a decade. Cameco is the primary public market expression of that thesis. The verified policy actions, Japan's emergency reactor restarts, South Korea's full nuclear phase-out reversal, and France's EPR2 acceleration, representing 15 to 18 million pounds of additional annual uranium demand beginning in 2028. Garrett, this is what you were talking about. This is what you were talking about, right? Kryptonite. I'm not that old, bro. I'm only freaking 21. I'm only 21, bro. I'm only 21. Just kidding. I wish I was 21, chat. All right. I wish I was 21. Kryptonite, what are you talking about? Y'all here yapping. I'm seeing your name a lot. What are you saying here? I can't read it all. I just like read the latest one. All right. Garrett, he ain't saying nothing bad, is he? Garrett's our gulag advisor. Rapid Hormuz de-escalation removes the emergency uranium premium. If forced decision selling. Okay, here we go. All right. Cameco is the uranium company positioned to benefit from the nuclear energy revival. Actually went down 70% this week, even though the countries that need nuclear the most are rushing to restart nuclear plants. This happened because investors who had bought it earlier are selling everything to raise cash in the Friday sell-off. Wow. The underlying reason to own it has gotten stronger, not weaker. The price went the wrong way for the right thesis. One of the more interesting setups going into next week. Let's see here. Private markets. Ooh, what kind of PE deals were going on, boys? Hey, you missing the number one deal, bro. Y'all missing my team's cool IT deal. 15x, baby. 15x, baby. It might be on here. Nope, it's not. But it's all right. That's like a low-key one. BX Credit, data center refinancing, Tronics. Okay. Pattern Energy, Canadian Pension Permanent Capital acquired long-duration transmission infrastructure during peak volatility. Patient Capital executing its playbook while financial buyers are distracted. Nice. Okay. Modular Power Company. Nice. All Fleet India. Electric fleets in the fastest growing logistics market. Nice. And then Moonton. That's funny. All right, let's go to our countries. Let's see what's happening in our countries, boys. Roll up pattern. Okay. I love this little Dreamline lens. All right, let's talk about our countries. Let's see. Okay. Oxy, that was good. Kamiko, that's good. Okay. This is some good goop. All right, we're approaching cautious pessimism and almost maximum fear. That, for me... Oh, wait. I skipped over Tronics. I'm going to go over Tronics. I'm going to go over Tronics. Wait, did we talk about Tronics? Did I just talk about Tronics? Tronics Holdings? Okay, here we go. Tronics Holdings announced a strategic alternative review this week. Yeah, one of our key subscribers, A-Dub. Azel, whatever. I don't know. I just call him A-Dub. The guy that messes right above you. His name's A-Dub. He's our chief investment officer. He makes this every week for chat. It's available to all our subs. You guys can't get it if you're not a subscriber. I'm just saying. Sorry, boys. All right. Tronics Holdings announced a strategic alternatives review this week. The board has concluded the public market at 9/12 is mispricing intrinsic value. The key context from audited financials, Tronic reported a net loss of $470 million, EPS of negative $3. The investment thesis must reset on asset replacement values, 0.7 book, oligopoly market structure, and the energy cost normalization, creating a future earnings recovery, not on current earnings. Henry Hub is actually a tailwind for the asset recovery case. U.S.-based TiO2 production via the chloride process benefits from the most favorable domestic natural gas pricing in the world. Dang! Wait, this is fire. This is a good little thesis. You know who will like this? Jack. Jack on SoundCloud. Jack will love this thesis. All right? Jack will love this thesis. All right, keep pushing. Look at that. All right, I like this. Price versus book value. All right. Okay. Now, moving on to our countries. What's happening in China? Okay. PMI, which is their manufacturing index, increased its highest level in over a year as war-related stockpiling lifted manufacturing orders. Chinese manufacturing is expanding, driven partly by the same supply chain disruption pressure from other economies through emergency stockpiling behavior. Beijing announced its $47 billion emergency infrastructure stimulus focused on domestic energy security. People are pissed about global oil dependence. They're pissed about it. All right? And then the renminbi weakened against the US dollar as capital outflows continued. Investment signal, Chinese manufacturing, driven by war-related stockpiling, is a counterintuitive signal. Consider domestic infrastructure and raw material plays tied to the $47 billion stimulus package. Bet. All right. Japan. Emergency nuclear reactor. New start approvals granted. We talked about that. Bank of America, short-term rate, boom. Yen, boom. Japanese defense stocks and nuclear-adjacent names remain the cleanest structural longs. Bank of Japan and rising. All right. South Korea, my favorite name. South Korea is my favorite name, boys. South Korea formally reversed its nuclear phase-out policy, raising nuclear operating rates. Good goop here. This is good goop right here. The fastest energy policy pivot to in Korean parliament has said 6 weeks. Samsung pre-announced first quarter ordering guidance, 8 above the consensus. Okay. Wait, they pre-announced earnings? Why'd they do that? Driven by AI, HBM3E memory demand? Immune to the immune supply chain disruption? Is that full allocation through third quarter 2026? I wonder if they're crushing it because of that. Hold on. Let's see. What's happening with Samsung? I was thinking about getting exposure to that. Samsung. What they talking about? Down 5% and 7%. But in the 6 months, they're up 100%. Dang. Okay. Guys, I think there's a lot of good opportunities here. All right. The Korean won weakened as energy import costs rose and the current account swung to deficit. Bank of Korea faces a similar dilemma. Currency weakness amplifies imported inflation while a rate hike will compress domestic growth. Samsung is the most defensible Korean equity position. Structural AI demand, not her most dependent. I like that. What's happening in India? The Reserve Bank of India cut rates 25 bips. This is so good. In this one report, I can get up to speed on every single country that is like in my like priority area. I don't think we need to add Taiwan. I think we kind of added it already. I think we're good on adding another country. I think we got enough countries in here. Nothing against Taiwan. It's just we got space limitations, you know? I'm already starting to drift. Boom, boom, boom. Fertilizer import disruptions only affecting Kharif planting season. All right. India's domestic infrastructure build remains the most compelling 5-year structural story in emerging markets. All right. You can buy some buying businesses working on infrastructure in India. That's a good play. What's happening in Brazil? Petrobras at current prices with oil at 112 is generating extraordinary free cash flow. Does anybody own Petrobras? Brazilian agricultural processing infrastructure is a long-duration physical asset thesis the Hormuz shock has made more compelling. Okay. What's the best Brazilian agriculture name to look at then for like a long-term hold? Like if you want to own something for 50 years in Brazil, what should we own? And then Saudi Arabia. ADAP told me I need to focus more on Saudi Arabia. Okay, so the East-West pipeline bypass reached 5.9 throughput as of March, with IEA confirming that the system could scale towards 7. This bypass capacity is the single most important near-term pressure relief valve for the 112 plus oil. Okay, I don't really know what this means. Can someone explain this? That's very important, but it was a little too complex for me. Can someone explain this? The East-West pipeline bypass reached 5.9 million barrels per day throughput as of early March, with IEA confirming the system can scale towards 7 million barrels per day by late March. This capacity is the single most important near-term pressure relief valve for $112 oil. Because the pipeline bypassed has capacity to increase to 7, we shouldn't see drastic upward pressure on that $112 price. Correct? Am I getting that right, boys? They're saying don't freak out too much because the East-West pipeline bypass does have some capacity. Right? Boys. Am I getting that right? Is that how you guys are reading this? Don't go too crazy because we do have some capacity in the East-West pipeline in Saudi Arabia. Right? Okay. Saudi Arabia's diplomatic channel to Iran through Oman reportedly produced a preliminary framework for straight access, not a full reopening, but a negotiated passage agreement for non-military vessels. The framework is not officially confirmed. Okay, Savvy Games Group, Saudi PIF owned, confirmed the $6 billion acquisition of Moonton from ByteDance. Suspect acquisition of, I wonder if they want brand deals. All right, track the Oman diplomatic channel and the East-West pipeline throughput simultaneously. These are the two variables that will determine oil's near-term trajectory. Nice. Now we know a play, boys. Now we know a play. If we want to get smarter on what's happening with oil prices, bro, look at the East-West pipeline. And look at what's happening with their Oman negotiations. All right, and in Europe, someone catch me up on Europe. Hey, shout out to my man them out there in UK. In Europe, the ECB faces a forward-looking policy conflict. CPI across the Eurozone has risen on energy price transmission from oil and LNG shocks, with the economy slowing simultaneously. In the ECB April 17 meeting, now prices a non-trivial probability of a hawkish communication shift. All right. German industrial production fell, largest single month since April 2020, as petrochemical feedstock disruption compressed outputs. Avoid European. All right, I'm avoiding Europe. All right, nothing against my Europeans, but I'm just not investing right now. That sounds like y'all got some stuff going on. Okay. Wow. Revision tracker. Here we go. Our predictions. Here's our predictions. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. This is great. We're coming up with predictions in our Chat Capital report. And then we're coming out with like data on what actually happened. And then we're like learning lessons and rating our performance. Let's go. All right. Saudi Arabia East-West pipeline will reach 5 by March, causing oil to pull back to 90 to 95. Okay. The pipeline reached 5.9 and is scaling towards 7. Iranian rejection of peace proposals drove oil up. Instead, supply side thesis correct, price thesis wrong. Lesson: supply side mitigation is insufficient when demand side disruption is still actively expanding. There you go. Hey, I ain't mad at you though, A-Dub and Chris. You know, I ain't mad at y'all though. You didn't get it completely wrong, but let's not mess that up again, okay? Just kidding, boys. All right, S&P 500 will test, but fail to break 7,700. Okay, Confirmed and then some. As if because this, down this. Resistance levels deprived from the fundamental repricing are more durable than momentum-based levels. At least one GCC government will announce emergency desalination backup procurement before March 28th. No public announcement materialized. Thesis may be valid, but procurement moves through classified government channels. Okay. All right. Predictions. All right. Here's the favorite part. Here's the predictions for this week. This is what they say. The Oman diplomatic framework for Hormuz passage rights will receive official confirmation or denial within 7 days. If confirmed, Brent pulls back to 98 to 102. If denied, oil goes past 120. All right. Okay. That's a binary bet. What you place your chips on, boys? What you place your chips on, boys? All right. Hey, wait. Let's do a poll. I want to do a poll. We're going to do a YouTube poll. Where is Brent on April 4th? Did we say $90? Or are we going to say 120? Boys, vote in the YouTube poll, okay? Vote in the YouTube poll. Where do you guys think it's going to be? Where do y'all think it's going to hit? You got to vote in the YouTube poll. Sorry, Twitch. It's only YouTube poll. Oh, y'all think it's going to go higher? Dang, y'all really tripping. Y'all really crazy. Y'all really going after it. All right, bet. All right, y'all ready to source? I'm ready to source deals. All right, good stuff, boys. Good stuff. This is good goop. This week's featured pitch. Trend. Wait, I like this, actually. Hold on. The macro lens, the mega trend, the value thesis here. The plumbing. Okay. Maybe we pitch this tomorrow. We can maybe pitch this tomorrow. But we got to figure out systematically how to go back where? What do I got to go back to? This thing is. Where do I go back? Trucks? 5 lens? Wait, what? What am I doing? What do I go back to? Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Prediction 2. April 4 March employment report will print below 120,000. Direct conflict for the Fed. Okay. Let me go with stabilize above 100 in the next 5 trading days as thesis investors buy the risk off dip reverse momentum. Okay. How happy am I that Purdue lost? Bro, I'm ecstatic. I'm freaking ecstatic, boys. Do y'all know my team's in the Final Four? Y'all know my team's in the Final Four? I think we're fighting for the Final Four, actually. We play Tennessee tomorrow. We play Tennessee tomorrow. Are you guys keeping up on Final Four? Where can we submit stocks for a pitch? The stocks they go into Discord, and then I think AW takes it from Discord, and then he makes it into a fancy little thing. But the key is it's not a net new addition. It has to replace what's existing in our portfolio already. So that's the playbook. Because we're keeping a very concentrated portfolio of 3 to 4 or 5 names. Super concentrated portfolio. All right, what else we got? Tronics Holdings. Evaluated through the 5 lens framework. Okay, trend, boom, boom. Okay. All right. You guys can read the rest of the stuff if you want to. I want to source some businesses now. This is crispy. Well done. What resource did they use? Here's all the resources. Look at all these. Jeez. These boys went to work, man. Well done, boys. Well done, my boys. Hey, that's another W chat capital thesis. Hey, that's growth mindset right there, dogs. That's growth mindset. I'm going to start charging $10,000 for folks to get access to that. All right. Now, Edwin, you had a deal for us, right? Let's look at... Where's this at? Let's look at... Wait, let me get my tunes back. For the boys. I had to have music off so I can focus, boys. All right. Edwin, do you have a listing on this? Okay. Who else has a business? This one is, okay, high profit fence outdoor construction business. I assume this is in Texas. Oh, bro, it's another Facebook one? Where do you keep finding these Facebook businesses? All right, we'll look at it this way. All right, here we go. This one, asking $325,000. Cash flow is $20,000. It's selling for 1.5 times, and they have $546,000 in revenue in 2025. So the business has around 25% margins, or like 27. Highly profitable and well-established fencing and outdoor construction business serving the Midland, Odessa area. 8 years of operating history. That's good. So they've been around since 2018. They went through COVID. They survived. And the business has built a strong reputation, consistent revenue, and a steady flow of repeat and referral customers. That's good. Services include fencing, staining. What's staining? Boys, what's staining? Like, what do people do? Like, what is that used for? What is staining? Fencing, staining, and outdoor builds. The business operates with streamlined systems and processes already in place. Okay. 20,000 and using subcontractors. A more hands-on operator have the further responsibility. An owner-operator seeking strong income, or an existing company looking to expand services or territory. Consistent pipeline of incoming work. Good. Repeat and referral customer base. Good. Low overhead. No employees required. It has a subcontractor model. The issue there. Okay, we'll talk about this later. I'm gonna read it first and give you all my thoughts. Flexible business model with upside potential. Add crews to increase job capacity. Expanding marketing efforts. High ticket outdoor living projects. Improve scheduling efficiency. The owners involved 20 hours per week in sales and management using subcontractors. Full-time if operating as an operator. Okay. Employees, none. Equipment, and the owner is focusing on other business opportunities. Okay. All right. So with that in mind, like the way how you guys want to think about this business, I would give it, based on everything that I've read about it so far, it's definitely one of those like C or B tier businesses for me, right? It's a C or B tier business for me. Turn this off. Oh, there we go. It's like a C or B tier business. I'll tell you why. These type of companies, the subs, yeah. It's the trickiest thing is that the subcontractor model works if you guys are in like an industry that has like an incredible amount of pricing power. And what is it like? What industries have like an insane amount of like pricing power? Is it a outdoor fence construction business? Not really, because like a fence and outdoor construction business, there are various options to do that. I can go with the fencing company that sold me the fence. I can go with a random sub that I find somewhere, or I can go with a specialized business like this. Or if I'm talented enough, I can try to do it myself, right? And the issue there is that like people can live without a fancy fence. Like people can live without a patio and things like that, or staining or outdoor builds. Like they don't need to buy this. So if there's like no serious need to do so, then when the purchasing behavior is typically going to be associated with like how feasible financially is this type of project? You get me? Like how affordable is this type of project? So with that in mind, I assume that this business has quite limited pricing power. So therefore, their margins I think, are inevitably going to do nothing but compress because of the subcontractor model. And what's happening with subcontractor models? Subs everywhere are having their phones ringing off the hook. Subs that are working on real estate, that are working on commercial, working on infrastructure, working on outdoor builds. All they gotta do is say they're talented at doing something, and it's popping off. You know what I mean? So, with that, yesterday's price is not today's price, especially if you're a subcontractor. Yesterday's price is not today's price. So pricing is actually increasing on the sub side. So your margins, I think, can be compressed. And that's not a good, healthy situation to be in. Next, there's also a situation where licensing. I don't see anywhere within this like the requirements for licensing, but I assume that you need to have like a Texas GC license in order to do this. I think, Edwin, you probably do, or I don't know if you have it. You're an oil and gas guy. You may not have the general contractor license, but either you or the sub has to have the license. If you don't have the license, that's one bottleneck. If the sub has a license, that's another bottleneck because they're going to charge for that, right? Or they could leave and like you're screwed and operating illegally, you know? So that's that. The fact that they have like absolutely no employees and it's just this person shows that like they've somehow finessed it to work for 8 years, but it doesn't seem like the type of company where you hand it off and it's guaranteed to work, right? I don't think it's like one of those things that's like guaranteed to work. You get me? So my point of view is this is like a C+ tier business, and given the sub pricing model and inflation on that side, as well as like the availability of labor, which is tough to do and tough to find, and the likelihood that the sub's working with like a bunch of other general contractors, that's difficult. And then also like we're entering in a macro situation where everything that we have from the report that AW and Chris put together, which was incredible by the way, shows that like there's just like macroeconomic headwinds around the corner. So therefore, is it the most luxurious time in the entire world to be building brand new high profile fences and outdoor builds, you know? I would be interested though if it sells. It's already at a cheap multiple. I don't think it's gonna sell any cheaper than that. It's also you also gotta be wary of these companies that are selling at that low of a multiple. You know, I mean, it sells that low because of the owner dependence, because of the sub model, and other investors like definitely see this too. Kryptonite says, Kenny, my friend tried doing this self-sourcing deal flow for literally 2 years. It did not work. He hired so many free interns. Hold on, let me get my song. He hired so many free interns to get deal flow for him too. That's dumb. I would never have a intern. Like I don't think anyone that hasn't spent 10 years in private equity can source for me. But that's dumb. All right, so I think it's a user problem. You and my buddy may suffer from the affliction. Okay, first and foremost, Kryptonite. That's your first red flag. I don't think there's another single person in the entire world like me. Get that correct. Second of all, I don't use free interns. All right, it's all myself. And third of all, you just like the chase. Bro, I do this for a living and I'm built for this. And whoever your buddy is, I bet he doesn't add up to 0.5% of what I'm capable of. So let's make that very clear. So that counts for strike one and strike two. One more strike, you're sent to the gulag for just trying to bring up a comparison to what we build here at Chat Capital. Hey, chat, tell them we built different. We built for tough. Okay, but Edwin, does that make sense though, bro? Does it make sense? Like, it's like, there's a lot other, let me tell you a business model where this actually works. Like a business model where this actually works is if you're like, a business model where this actually works is if you're like doing the sub model for like structural engineering, right? to where you are customer facing, you are getting the leads, and you outsource the sub work. You outsource the actual work to the subs. But granted, you also have to have that PE license because it's your business and like your stamps on the line. But it makes sense there because you have pricing power on the structural engineering side. You get me? Like there's like significant pricing power on that. You don't know why? Because structural engineering has to be done. In certain markets like Florida and other like hurricane or things like that, it is incredibly, it's like a difficult business model. All right, you're sent to the gulag. We don't talk about Warren Buffett here. You can talk about my sourcing. You can talk about my businesses. You can talk about my content style. I don't care. The red flag, boys, is disrespecting Warren Buffett. All right? He's the reason why I exist as a finance professional, and we do not disrespect Warren Buffett. So, but like in a market like structural engineering, Edwin, like these guys have to get this annual inspection done, or they have to get these repairs done, or else their building's out of code and they're chalked. So they're down to pay anything for this. In a market where like you're relying on luxury or affordable or not, or like luxury or like wealthy home build buyers or like just like homeowners, that gets tricky. You get me? Like that's where it gets really tricky. So, and we're in like a macro like scary time where it's like, you know, I wouldn't spend, you know, I would pass on this deal. Too much can go wrong. If they had this leader and like 2 or 3 other people and a guaranteed staff, I'd like have a conversation with the owner and ask him some of my concerns. But given none of that exists on this, there's way better deals out there, bro. I guarantee you, especially in Texas, bro. Especially in Texas, these services, industrial utility services, bro. I think there's real ball game you can play here. I think there's real ball you can play here with these, man. So I will pass on this one. But let me know if that makes sense. And also challenge me on it. Challenge me on that one. Nah, I think it was a different guy, Garrett. Unless he changed his name. I know Superstar was the guy that we sent to the gulag last time for disrespecting Buffett. Let's see. All right, who wants a business? Let me try to find something for you boys. You know what? We're not even gonna do biz buy sell. I'm gonna give you guys something special today. I'm gonna help you guys find a proprietary deal. I'm gonna help you guys find a proprietary company without biz buy sell. Because I always say this, chat. Biz buy sell is easily probably like the worst place to source because it's like usually the bottom of the barrel listings. You know, the best ones are the ones where it's like, well, the way how it works is like biz buy sell listings. That's kind of like the Facebook marketplace of business acquisition. And then in the middle tier are like dedicated middle market, lower middle market bankers. Those are the guys that like have direct relationships with these business owners and like have like prepped them for selling for like ages, months, years. And they don't list those things. They take the company, the relationship, they prepare a SIM, and then they send it out to like institutional buyers, either super wealthy people or low middle market private equity funds. That's that. And then on top of that, it's the companies that don't even like know that they should be selling. So family-owned cash flowing business that's been around for like 50 years, 100 years, 30, 40% plus margins, owners crushing it, getting old, ready to clock out. There's like a middle level management in place. And like from there, it's kind of like they're chilling. They have no reason to. So you got to approach them, find them, convince them to sell to you because you can drastically transform the business for them. And usually they want to roll over some equity in that. But those are oftentimes the best deals. Those proprietary ones like that, those are oftentimes the best deals. All right, let me expand this for the boys. Let me expand this for the boys, for the shred lords. All right, let's find. All right, this one might be hard, but let me try to find. Let's try to find a Texas-based structural engineering company for Edwin. We shut down his Facebook listing. Let's try to find him a better listing. Let's try to find something better. All right, so how I often like to do this, here's like my little cheat code. I like to do this. Family owned structural engineering, and then Midland. I don't know if it's gonna be that many, but we'll see. Let's see. You see, it's hard. What's a big city next to Midland? Dallas? Here we go. Advantage Engineering Associates. Advantage Engineering Associates. This one is here. Full service engineering firm specializing in transportation engineering, MEP design, and construction management. Oh, but they're based in Jersey. Let's see if we can find. Here we go. Connect Structural Engineering is an established structural engineering firm in Dallas, founded in 1999. Okay. They have an Instagram post. What the heck? For a conference as sponsor. What the heck is this? Is it ZFI? ZFI Engineering? Okay. ZFI Engineers? Is it family owned though? I don't think ZFI is engineer. Oh, here we go. You see how we just go through rabbit holes? And as we go through rabbit holes, we just find like things like this. Here we go. We found Comanche Construction is a Native American owned, Christian family owned company with 4 generations of construction experience. Wow, that's fire. Okay. Gateway Land Surveying. Nice. But here's in Oklahoma. If anyone wants to buy a Native American Christian business, that's a cool one. All right. You see, structural engineering is like super hard to find, but we're going to find it. We're going to find it somewhere in Texas. We're going to take out the big city. Somewhere in Texas. Ooh, Shellmark Engineering. Ooh-wee. Okay, Shellmark Engineering. They do civil, marine, planning, and structural. Ooh. Family owned and operated for over 20 years. Wow. And here, they do structural engineering. Look at this. You need this, boys. You need this kind of group. All right. Magnolia, storage facilities, housing programs, shack and canopy. Naval Air Station, road and bridge facility. Wow. Oh, you can pay for your stuff here? Sweet. Boom. This website's kind of smooth. And then this is the guy. You got John Cox, who's a senior CAD designer. Sergio Rivas. This guy's based in Mexico. Principal and president, Marcus Minka. Okay. Oh, he's a grouper. Okay. Marcus is the principal and company president. He directly manages and oversees the successful completion of all projects. He serves as principal engineer for large civil, marine, and structural projects. He, in 1992, Texas A&M college graduate, was carefully deliberation and planning with his full-time boss and lifetime business partner, Shelly. Who's Shelly? This is it's a husband and wife business, boys. It's a husband and wife business. Hey, they definitely want to cash out. A husband and wife business. In our time. Okay, so the issue with these husband and wife businesses is the wife typically handles all this stuff. Sometimes she's the engineer, sometimes she's like the business side of the thing. But she seems to be the business side, and Marcus seems to be the business side, all right, or the engineering side. So Marcus actually does the engineering part, and she handles the business stuff. I assume she handles sales, talent, HR, payroll, and AP. In her leisure time, she enjoys spending time with family, Aggie football, and anything on or near the water. All right. And then what about this guy? My guy, Ed. Ed Figueroa, project manager. He has over 22 years of experience in municipal, residential, and commercial site development. Ed serves as the project manager at Shellmark. He went to the University of Houston. Nice. He loves coaching his kids in the sport of their choice, and he's known to many as Coach. Oh, that's sick. Hey, he seems like a cool guy. Hey, Coach Ed. Coach Ed, what's up, dude? And then this guy, John Cox. It's a fancy name. And then office manager, Talia, Carrie. I don't want to be disrespectful, but with the way how Claude Dispatch and Claude Coworker's working right now, if I bought this business, I would promote Carrie and Talia to sales, and I would have the executive assistant stuff, the phone answering stuff be ran by Claude or AI, you know? And then Sergio and Rivas, I don't know if they're based in the US, but we'll see. So here's one. What else is there? And this is family owned. It's owned by this husband and wife, you know? And they're probably crushing it. I assume this business is doing like $500,000 to $1 million of EBITDA based on the team size. Because in this type of industry, the team size dictates a lot of things. You get me? Oh, accounting firms are pretty solid. Let's try to find an accounting firm. Let's try to find some accounting firms for you. Wait, what? Give me a state, Sebastian. What state should we look for accounting firms, Sebastian?
Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really
Give me a state for accounting firms.
I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. That's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1 billion. Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care.
Illinois? Gotcha.
I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. It's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need
Okay. Kaka Master.
I'm not one you see around thinking about my goals, so I'm not fun to be around. Now I want the whole field. Ain't no bush to beat around.
And you see, some of these say they're accountants for family businesses. We don't need that. We need a family-owned accounting for family-owned businesses. You know? Tucker Accounting Services. You also got to keep in mind, some of these things are literally one person. You know? Like they're tiny. Like tiny. I'm about to relapse. These guys. Okay, maybe this. Maybe this. Maybe this. Could be some good goop. Let's be real about it. All right. Once I get my dream team running with me, I'll be ready for second location. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is Illinois one of those ones? Sebastian, can you look it up for us? If you're finding yourself overwhelmed with taxes, bookkeeping, or do not stress. I still got it. I need $1 billion. Yeah. Okay, Illinois. How big is the team? Secure upload. Resources. Contact us, maybe? How do you know their team? They don't have their team size. I assume this team's small. Pass on that. Oh, this one's probably big. Like, you got to be big to be having like internships and career opportunities to talk about diversity and inclusion. You got to be at least sizable. You know what I mean? Oh, they're huge. They got 5 pages. They got 5 pages. Look at all these CPA partners. And they're all making, look at all these CPA partners. And they're all making them probably 200 grand. Are they still family owned though? Because you want to buy something that's scaled and you could just integrate a bunch of these little ones into it. As the W&D family? Okay, interesting. And they've been around for 75 years. This is a good business. Been around for 75 years, consulting and accounting. Scaled large team, and it's big enough to where you can like buy smaller ones and tuck it into existing operations and it won't disrupt the company that significantly. Sheesh. CPA firm succession. Oh, boom, they're already doing it. Boys, they're already doing it. Here we go. If you're an equity owner of an accounting firm, you've worked a lifetime to build the business, you've invested in staff and nurture your clients while being able to spend time advocating for the Yeah, they're already doing this. They're already doing this, boys. They're already doing this. Okay. I'm gonna add this one to the Goop radar. We're gonna add this one to the Goop. Businesses from today's stream. Accounting firm in Illinois. Wait, but this one goes to retail though. This one goes to Edwin. This accounting firm, structural. This goes to Edwin. Now, granted, that one's gonna be expensive. That's gonna be an expensive business. It's gonna be really pricey. It's gonna be really pricey. Now, this one has property management and real estate services. Tax services, accounting services, payroll. Can't report who we are. Let's see how big they are. They don't show the, usually if they don't show the page of like who they are, they're tiny. You know? But they're doing a lot of good stuff, so I assume. And they've been around for 70 years. I like that though. They've been around for 70 years. Let's go to their LinkedIn. They don't even have their LinkedIn. They closed on Sundays. What you talking about? You closed on Sundays? What the heck? Ain't no days off around here. Ain't no days off around here. This is a solid one. A business has been around for 70 years. We are a family-owned business specialized in business accounting, business and personal taxes, payroll services. Kakamaster and Associates was founded in 1955 by Carl Kakamaster. He later brought his sons, Mark and Pete, to continue to grow the business and maintain his legacy of family values and professional integrity. We have now grown since then, but our values have stayed the same. Okay, so it's a pretty sizable team. It's a pretty sizable team. Hey, W Peruvians. W Peruvians. This is good Coop right here. Okay, this is a good one too. And these are like good scaled ones, retail, that like you can build the relationship, try to acquire, and they're gonna be really expensive, but you can raise capital for that. And people love this thesis. Tucker Accounting Services. I think it's because it didn't say Tucker and Associates, it just says Tucker. And I think if it's one name, I think they're small. Okay. Boom, then boom. We got some business for the boys. All right, maybe let's do one little listing. Let's do one little listing. Let's do one little listing for the boys. I want to find one in North Dakota. I haven't been showing love to the North Dakotans recently. Let's see if I'm faster than AI. Max price. Let's do a mill. Okay, North Dakota's shocked. South Dakota? Let's go to North Carolina. My cousin's from Greenville. Leading edge cybersecurity and network infrastructure, VAR. Nah, I'll pass on that. Let's do... You said Florida. Oh, Sebastian said Florida. Let's get something to Florida. Oh, no. I typed this in. Sorry, I'm tripping, chat. Sebastian, let me find you something, bro. Wait, Sebastian, do you have an industry? You want to find software? Here, I found you a software one. Let's find him a software one, guys. What I will say, though, if you're trying to buy a software business, why don't you just buy software companies in the public markets? You know what I mean? You can just buy publicly traded software businesses. Okay. Just trying to find you some sass. Sass. For Sassy Sebastian. Sass for Sassy Sebastian. All right, here we go. Okay. How did I do this before last time? Because there are like so many. I filtered it well. Okay, we want SaaS. Do you have a price range, Sebastian? Let's do under 500,000. See if we can find you one of those. Still 564 things. All right, let's find. It's got to be based in U.S., North America. How many? Still 250 names. Okay. Let's make sure that the profit, monthly profit, has to be 50,000. Okay, maybe not 50,000. $20,000. So that means that, okay, no, 10,000. Because that means that, like, that means, okay, you gotta upload your reels to YouTube. Oh, like the ones I do on Instagram? Yeah, I probably should. I probably should. Can't wait to watch the next one. Hey, it's coming soon, bro. It's coming soon. It's coming soon to it. All right, here we go. Lock in. Okay, here's this. Entertainment. And I'm walking through exactly why there's problems with all of these. Okay. And then boom. All right, let's look through all of these. My conclusion is, as we go through all of these, Sebastian, I assume that we're not going to find a single good one. But let's just give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Okay. AI-powered dubbing SaaS that localizes video in 75 languages while preserving speaker emotion. So it's like language dubbing. For language dubbing? Nah. Like, language dubbing? AI is definitely doing that. And they have a 10% customer churn, 63% profit margins. Yeah, AI can do that. And I assume 11 Labs is gonna wipe that business out specifically. All right. All right. So for each of these, we have to go through why they are bad and what company's gonna take them out. All right. SaaS Entertainment, premium membership site, providing lottery recommendations for the U.S. What the heck? Premium membership site providing lottery recommendations. If that ain't the worst brain rot or gamble rot I ever... What? What the heck? It offers its services for $189? This is crazy. And it's only been around for 2 years. And they're giving up and they're trying to sell this business, yeah, pass. I don't know who's gonna replace this, but it's just like a bad toxic habit, you know? And it's easy for Claude or any other model to take historical lottery and gambling outcome data and translate that into like an analysis type of product and then just package it with UI UX as like a lottery recommendation tool. That's all they're doing. So AI chalks that one again. Next, SaaS business. High margin SaaS platform, 147K in annual recurring revenue. 96% margins. This is crazy. 475 active subscribers with low churn and huge scale. All right, what do they do though? They were formed in 2020, so 6 years operating. Specializing in business mentorship and coaching. That's dumb. Everyone's trying to be a business coach. Everyone's got a school community. Too competitive. And just go on YouTube, learn it for free, or join my streams. All right. AI headshot platform. Nope. ChatGPT can do that. We built automated sales to help scale financial advisors with AI-driven automation and high-intent lead gen. This could work. This could work only for like 6 months. You got to assume that all financial advisors are still non-AI literate, right? Like if they're non-AI literate, that's what you got to assume, you know? Because if they actually wanted to, they could just like prompt this and build this on their own. They have 25 customers. So that could work, but it doesn't have a longevity angle. It doesn't have a longevity angle. And you don't have any exit enterprise value, because by the time you buy this business, and by the time you like scale or grow operations, but then also prepare to sell it in like 3 to 5 years, AI has done everything that you could possibly think of, and you're wiped out, and you have no terminal exit value. And I think that's why this business asking price has been reduced by 35%. Como se dice chalked, boys? Chalked. All right, next one. SaaS education. Boy, what can't you learn on ChatGPT? What can't you learn in ChatGPT? In your experience, which one is the superior business model? Software? I actually had a brand deal with Flippa for one of my online businesses videos. They sponsored the channel, but I've never bought anything off of Flippa. But it's a site that's like niche and specialized in the e-commerce online world. So they have some software businesses on here. They have a little bit of everything. In my experience, the superior business model, they are the sleepy industrial services, utility services ones that just print cash for a very long time and that are essential and needed. Software is cool if you're Toma Bravo, you know how to do it right, or if you're Vista Equity, and you can do software for like all you do is software. It's tough to win in software though, because there's so many bad software companies, but like a handful of really good ones, and those are the ones that are usually really big or already owned by the best PE. And if it's niche and small, odds are AI is gonna replace them. And Days, hope you're doing fantastically well, bro. I had a coach recommend Flippa to start, never used it. My man. Okay, wait, crazy production. What is this coach? You had a coach? Was it me? You got another coach? What you got going on here, crazy production? I thought it was tight, man. I'm joking. I'm joking, boys. I'm joking. If your coach recommended you to go find a business to buy using Flippa, get your money back. Because if you joined 20 minutes ago, I just showed you guys how to find proprietary deals that are off listings. Completely for free. Service. Use corrugate packaging service businesses. Transmission, distribution, maintenance, vegetation management services, data center inspection, home inspections, courier businesses that sell to legal and government offices, like those kind of things, like very niche, weird, random ones that are just like, regardless of what's happening in the world, they're always going to be around, always going to be needed. You know? Oh no, it was an early online coach I bought. I didn't use that advice. Okay, can you tell me how much you pay for that coach though? Like, what are people charging for this kind of advice? Like, guys, what do you think I should be charging for my advice? I'm not charging anything right now, but like maybe later I will. What should I be charging for? And I promise, if I do charge anything, you guys will get a big old heavy significant discount. But I don't know what my market value is in this whole union. $1 billion? Because like, guys, if I show you my LinkedIn and my email, like my Dreamline email, I get like emails all the time from like low middle market private equity funds being like, hey Kenny, we need your help. You want to look at this with us? We love your thoughts on this. Boom, boom. And they have funds. And bro, I'm gonna charge them like $1 million. I'm like, bet. You need my support? Put me on retainer. 50 grand a month. You know, something like that. But I would never charge that capital people, something like that. But I don't know. Like, what are you guys paying for these coaches and communities? Like, give me context. Is it like, are people paying like $1,000 a month? Or like $10 a month? What are people paying for this stuff? I charge Boogie $1 billion. I pay Boogie to be my friend. Or I mean, no. I make Boogie pay me to be his friend. But no, I probably pay Boogie. I really pay Boogie to be a friend. Kevin, what's your willingness to pay? What's your willingness to pay, Kevin? JK, Kevin, you asked about businesses in the Discord chat. Oh, $1,000. Wait, seriously? I'm kidding. Don't pay $1,000 to anything. No. I want you, Kevin, to take whatever money you have in your entire life in your savings and buy an index fund. And every single paycheck, I want you to buy index funds so you can become immensely wealthy. But then once your index fund portfolio goes to a certain amount, I want you to then explore buying a business. All right. Now, let's say, for example, Kevin, give me a geography. Like, give me a geography and I'll help you find a business. JRE, social presence is more of a subscription business. I've learned, I'd say a couple hundred a month. Ooh. Couple hundred a month. Wait, people are paying a couple hundred a month? What the heck? Kryptonite, you're back. What up, dude? Welcome back, Kryptonite. Hope you're doing fantastically well. I'm sorry we had to send you to the gulag. We just have a very strict no talking about Warren Buffett rule here. Warren Buffett is all of our grandpas. So lots of our philosophy banked on Warren Buffett. So we don't take Warren Buffett disses. So if you and I respect all his opinions, but you can just keep that to yourself, not on the chat. You don't have to put it out there. Kenny, are you not Kenny? Kevin, are you Viet? That sounds like a Vietnamese last name, right? I dated a girl. Her last name was the same thing. She was Viet. It didn't work out between us. JRE, can you explain index funds to me briefly? Absolutely, bro. So an index fund. I want to show you a graphic. If they don't have it, I'll make one for you. Okay, these graphics suck. None of these are relevant. Let's see. It should be a basket of stocks. This is an index fund, right? So an index fund is a basket of stocks, Jerry. You go buy an index fund, and that then gives you exposure to different companies, all within like whatever your specification is. There is an index fund called VOO, which is the Vanguard Index Fund, which I recommend for everybody. It's safe, it's good, you're betting on American businesses, and it'll work out in the long term. I'm promising you, if you hold it for 100 years, right? SPY, amazing name as well. But sometimes, Kevin, you can go more niche. Say, for example, you are bullish on energy. There are energy-specific index funds. If you're bearish or bullish on like tech, there's tech index funds. If you're bullish on financials, there's financial index funds. Like it represents just a basket of stocks, and you can go as broad as like total stock index to get every stock out there. U.S., Korea, Japan, energy, financials, software, all those kind of things. But Warren Buffett says, and a lot of other investors say, that you can just like buy index funds and like set it and forget it, because to be able to buy into an investment actively, like buying a specific share and beat the market, it's historically like difficult to do, right? Like there's like a data that I read on stream a long time ago, like 2-3 weeks ago, but it was like actively managed funds, and actively managed funds are like hedge funds, like some of the super smart public market hedge funds. In the 10-year horizon, I think it was like, what was the stat? 93% of actively managed funds underperform an index fund. So like all these cats out here on Wall Street making millions of dollars buying and selling stock, they do all that. And over the extreme long term, 93% of them don't even beat the returns of an index fund where like you just buy it and like don't even touch it. Right? It's because of how diversified it is. It's because of like you're not trying to time the market, which you can do. And like CJ was one of our OG public market guys. He does it really well. CJ has a great portfolio, right? He knows what he's doing. He's in that 7% of people that beat the market probably. But for the rest of us, like even me included, like it's tough. It's tough. It's really tough. So what is an index fund basically? Okay, Hargo Ben, listen this time, okay? An index fund is a basket of stocks. And that basket can be on any specification that you are looking for. It could be US companies, it could be tech, it could be energy, it could be South Korean companies, it could be anything, you know? So that's what I would say. A basket of stocks. It's a really good tool though. It's a really good tool. You know? Citadel's Wellington Fund, one of the most astonishing track records for finance, belonged to Citadel's flagship Wellington. Since its launch in 1990, the fund has returned a staggering 19.6% return on average net of fees compared to SP's 10%. See, that's crazy. That's crazy though. That's impressive. One of the best funds in the entire world is 19.6%, and they are dogs. Like they are dogs. And when he says only rich people can buy it, that means you have to be an institutional investor, like a certain net worth, certain amount of capital in under management in order to buy it. But still, like that's like, we're not talking 50% versus 10%. We're talking like 19 versus like, 10%. In June, Joe, what up, dog? How you doing, Top Dog Shred Lord? Happy Saturday, legend. Okay, Sebastian, we came to the conclusion no software company is worth buying on Flipper right now. This is what you can buy, bro. If you want some software company, do this. There you go. Merry Christmas. An index fund for tech and software companies. You know? And it's down a lot, bro. It's down a lot. But if you look on the long term, though, this thing prints. This thing prints. If you guys had to pick though, what is your what would you guys do? Would you guys do an index fund or a single name? Index funds? I agree. Index funds the way to go, bro. JRE, so you can buy it on any platform. You can buy it on Robinhood, or what is it? Robinhood, Charles Schwab, Fidelity, your wealth manager, Betterment, Acorns. Easy peasy. And here's the playbook. Here's the playbook. It depends on how good the group is. 50 Cent had it right. Get rich or die trying. Hey, look, that's facts. But some people got to feed their family, bro. To where if they die trying, that means like the whole family don't eat. ETFs and index funds, I think, are essentially the same thing, bro. I think ETFs and index funds are essentially the same thing. Wait, are these returns from these funds that you're mentioning tonight? Are they net of fees, like management fees and carry? That's where it typically eats a lot of the returns, though. Is it net of fees, boys? Okay, retail. Let's say you got $1 million right now. $1 million right now. What you doing with it, retail? Low-key, 50 Cent did say get rich or die trying. 50 did say get rich or die trying. Wait, all right. If y'all had $1 million, like, what would y'all invest in? Period. It could be anything. It could be anything. Like, it could be like absolutely anything. What are my thoughts on Nvidia? I think it's a solid play. Oh, crazy production. Hiring coaches that have actually been venture capitalists, investors, and CEOs of real companies today. Okay, so I should be a coach then. That's what you're trying to tell me? I should be a coach. I've actually done these things. And I've sat on boards of companies, deployed crazy bread. What do you think about buying stocks recommended by the Motley Fool? I think the Motley Fool is full of fools. So what you should do is just buy an index fund. That's true. Cash flow and assets? Facts, facts. Buying county businesses? Facts, facts. Okay, retail. What do you think about like the AI defensibility of accounting firms? Didn't you tell me you have family that owns an accounting firm? Was it you, retail? Didn't you say like your family or your mom owns an accounting firm? Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that's what I remember. You help your mom retire by helping her set up her CPF firm transition. Bet. Bro, just like inherit or buy her business. Like inherit or buy her business, bro. That's that. You can start your platform there. It's so much better to go to a conversation and say, hey, I want to buy your company if you're already doing what like you're acquiring. Sellers love to sell to people in their industry because they trust them. Crazy Production would do real estate and laundromat. Hey, all right. What do you guys think about laundromats these days? They really print cash like that? Let's try to find a laundromat. Let's see if laundromats are still sexy. Oh, you guys want to hear a cool song? I think I can play it because we're... Sorry, VOD watchers, you're not going to be able to listen to it. It's going to be muted. But I want to play you guys a song that I listened to. Also, Kanye came out with a new album. I don't know if I didn't listen to it yet. Where's this song? I'm going to play some bangers for y'all. Chat, I'm going to play some bangers for y'all. Hold on. Where is it at? I'm on Spotify Music. Don't judge. Well, my personal. But then on here, we on Spotify. Ooh. Donde es mi música? Okay, hold on, chat. I got some bangers. Okay, chat, you listening? Let me know if you guys can hear the music that I play. And you say you can listen to it by smashing the like button, okay? So, let me know if you guys can hear my vibes. Can you hear it? I don't think you guys can hear it yet. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Sorry about it, watchers. It's gonna be muted. Can you guys hear this? I was bumping this all day, boys. All day. It's so good. It's so freaking good, dudes. Wait, what's risky? Index launching mats? What do y'all think? Think about the money you can launder? Is this the Super Bowl halftime show? Who's the singer? This is me, bro. This is my EP. JK. Jay Wheeler. It's good, right? This is good, right, boys? I don't know any of the lyrics. I don't know none of the lyrics. But this joint bang. Here we go. Lyrics. Let's learn it together. Wait. Whoa. Wait. Where do we go? Oh, here we go. Ito David tengo tu foto en espejo, sin ti solo está lejos, y amo te para la suerte, yo quiero toco por estar aquí. Lo que va a ver está aquí, bebé desde que la fuiste. Tú me tienes entendiendo que fui solo chamos, que estuvo se va. And we getting it, boys. Wait, is Crazy Goop? Wait, what are they saying? Translate, someone please translate. Okay. That's the first one. And then the second one, Okay, the second one, bro, it was a vibe, bros. Okay, hold on, y'all. I don't think y'all ready for this. This one was crazy. I went to the gym earlier. And boy, we were cooking with this. OG Kush me vitamina? Nope. No aquí. No kush. Agua y sol. Sun and water. Okay, that's the first one. And then, all right, what else we got, boys? Sorry, VOD watchers. What else you guys been bumping? Let me see. I had another good one. I'm only gonna play one more before YouTube bans me. What's some good goop? Let me give you guys some underground goop. Was it this? No. What was it? Let me see. I think that was it then. Oh no. Sola. Pa mi campo. Or no. Slow. Pa mi campo. Mi compa el chino. Sí. Aquí. Este uno. I can tell when they get vulgar on the Spanish. All right, we want something that's American. Let's get some American. Oh, I got some American stuff. Let me show y'all some American songs. Why he ain't got his lyric feature? Oh wait, hold on. Here's an American song. This one? Here it is. Let's see if he has. He doesn't have the freaking feature where we can. Remember what I said? Invest in America. Oh, Kryptonite. That's not nice. Take it back. We have a lot of Spanish speakers here. Building wealth is simple. Kenny, a lot of these people just want to spend $1 billion, and that's why they'll never be wealthy. Hey, that's facts. I am down to. Hey guys, for the rest of my life, I don't need to spend any more than Kryptonite. Sebastian is not only one of my young bulls, he's also SEO fam. So he's like a little brother to me. So we don't disrespect that, okay? All right, Kryptonite? Now, God bless you. God bless your music preference. God bless your Citadel funds you've been tracking. I'm wishing you all the best in your markets and investing. But what we do not tolerate here is disrespect, especially to our young bulls. All right? I assume you're probably older or an adult, right? You seem like it. But for our young cats, this is a place for them to get access to folks that are doing things that are inspirational, that are leading with conviction, that are having healthy habits and leading with positivity. And that's not something that we should want our young folks to look up to. All right? So for all of our young dudes, apologies for that. Sebastian, apologies for that. This is a safe space, my boy. Safe space, my boy. And I hope that you're not crying over there, Sebastian, because SEO talk should be tough. All right? SEO talk should be tough, dog. Now, back to K-Von's music.
I don't think that's such a bad idea. I got feelings.
I love how we all agree on Garrett's new terminology for this. Gulag. So, Garrett, you're the Gulag sheriff. Kitty is Hispanic too? Heck yeah! I totally am. Hargo Ben. What is? Oh, that's that Trump thing. Hargo Ben. That's borderline. I like you, man. You're a good guy, but no more of that. No more of that. I don't care if it's for Republican side or Democrat side. This isn't a political channel, man. This is Smart Money Moves, general business. So we keep it very simple, business oriented, guys. This ain't kick. SEO fam in the house. Hey, that's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna defend anybody in SEO for the rest of my life. That program changed my life, man. You see how light-skinned this song is, bro? He's such in his feelings. He in his feelings. Get your feelings, light skin. But it's a banger, though. That's the music Richard listens to. I am, and now you got a new man, but I don't like him. Man, girl, I don't like a new man, and I don't like him. Yeah. Oh, this is what you see. This is what K-Von listens to. K-Von plays music like this, and I listen to music like this. Like when I'm in the gym, I'd be bumping this voice all freaking day. I'd be so lit. Now this is brain rot music. The mosh pit, real toxic. I got too much profit. Okay, I don't know if Cardi is approved on the family-friendly side of the story. Probably not. Probably not. Anyway, I just wanted to tease. I just wanted to test. I wanted to do a little beta test to see how far I can get with. I know. I just want the beta test. I just want the beta test. I just want the beta test. I wanted to see what they catch and what they do not catch. I know. It's Young Bull music. It's Young Bull. Hey, we got some OG music too. Let me play y'all some OG music. Hold on. Let me get y'all some OG. Man, y'all act like I ain't got no OG music on me. What's some OG tunes? Ooh. This. Hey. Shred Lords. Hey, what y'all know about this? This next song, I used to play this in my. Y'all know, Boogie can testify. Y'all know I used to be the chairman of the City Boy Leadership Committee, right? Y'all know that? You can ask Boogie and Kayvon. I used to be the chairman of the City Boy Annual Leadership Committee. So, you know, I'm locked in on business and everything right now. But I used to be out there, man. I used to be the chairman of the City Boy Committee. So, whenever I go out on Saturday nights, you know, going out on Saturday nights, I used to get a little. You know what I'm saying? Hey, chat. I used to pop a little one of these. I used to tear the cities up, man. It's a vibe, right? Sorry, Mod Watchers. Sorry, YouTube. This one's so good. Okay, Sebastian, I thought you business. Under 500. Hey, Jerry, put it in Discord. Put it in Discord. Work the fingers to the floor. This is so good. Make love as soon morning's gone. Get down, it's Saturday night. Ooh. I think we might have found some good goo. Landscaping, vegetation management. 130 recurrent residential class. What? Already got a team. 2-3 workers. 20 years in the game. Home base. The owner's old, retired. Boys, this is what we do. This is what we do. All right, Sebastian, this is yours, bro. But the playbook, expand into vegetation management. There you go, boys. Instead of this goal, better boys, better boys. It's so good. Saturday night. It's down a Saturday night. Wait, can you guys hear it? If you guys hear it, smash the like button. I want to confirm. Hey, he said in Detroit. This is just a preview of how my streams would be if I was a Twitch only streamer. Twitch does not care at all about like music. YouTube cares. Hey, but some of the young bulls. Let's see what they. Let me find my favorite Gen Z music. Let me see what the Gen Zers be listening to. Hey, what do y'all young kids listen to? Hey, what do y'all young bulls listen to now? I don't even think I have anything on my playlist that's a young bull song. What's a young bull song? Do after hours on Twitch Saturdays? You said that? All right, bet. Do after hours on Twitch? Low key, should we? Where's Boogie at? Hey, Boogie, you in here? Hey, Boogie, you trying to goop? Should we do an after hour Twitch session on Twitch? Let's see. Okay, wait. What are these? What songs do they do? What do they listen to? K-pop? What do you Gen Zers listen? Or what do y'all listen to? K-pop? Low shimmy. I've been on long. Oh, Lil Baby fan? Oh, you a Lil Baby fan? I love Lil Baby. Go to lunch in the Jewish community. Oh, y'all listen to the Yeet. You know what I've been listening to recently? 070 Shake. she's like crazy good. She's crazy good. Bad Bunny always is really good. What we got here? What we got? In New York, in Detroit, even LA. Damn, we got vibes. I don't know. Y'all want some Get Money music? Hey, y'all want some Get Money music? Okay, all right, y'all want a real Get Money music? Y'all want to see what I listen to in the hood? Let me put y'all on. Y'all know I'm a hood rat, right? Let me show y'all something. Okay. There's y'all want that Get Money music. I do gotta expand my audience into streets. I gotta do something for the streets. I gotta do something for the streets. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do something for the streets. Let's see. I don't want to have something that's too vulgar though. The stuff I listen to, some of it's vulgar, boy. Some of it's like mad vulgar. You know what I'm saying? Some of it's mad vulgar, but because my mom be watching these streams, y'all, so we can't be having too much cuss words and bad music, you know? She be texting me all day. OMG, did you see what Cool Webby said? Or OMG, what kind of business is Richard own? I'm like, Mom, none of your business, okay? Jeez, this is for us, all right? Jeez. Okay, here we go. You want to see what else? My street music? Let me see. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay, here we go, Shred Lords. Let me get y'all some stuff. This right here, I'm about to put y'all here. I'm about to put y'all here, man. I'm about to put y'all here. This is the last song, so I'm about to put y'all here, chat. Wait. Okay, you guys ready? Y'all ready, chat? Hey, chat, I'm gonna put y'all on, all right? Y'all ready? Here we go. Hey, all right. Here we go. Sorry, YouTube bot. Oh, shit, sorry. I totally forgot how that song starts. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Oopsie daisy. Okay, sorry. So sorry. False alarm. False alarm. False alarm. False alarm. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 Here we go. What about? Let's see. Wait, Crazy Bucks, you have kids? Yeah, I have 3 kid girls. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch what I play around my kids. But I'm on my personal. Besides that, my playlist definitely should not be played around kids. Hey, that's facts. That's facts. Hey, W Fatherhood, bro. And I don't know if you were on the stream, Crazy Production, but we did a stream for we had a stream for Dat Bowl where we showed him the playbook of Project Wealthy Kid. You know, so watch that stream if you have that. Okay, guys, all my songs are vulgar. All the songs are vulgar. Dang. You want to know what I used to wake up A Boogie on Saturday mornings? I used to wake up A Boogie on Saturday mornings with this one song, and he used to, bro. Boogie used to hate me for it, but it made him into a gangster. Boogie became more black after Live With Me because of the song. It's good goop right here. Yeah, milligrams. W clean. Boogie used to hate me for playing that song all the time, every weekend. I'm playing it. I didn't play it on my headphones, chat. I played it on my TV. I played it on my TV in the living room to wake everybody up to understand that this is a Detroit apartment. This is a Detroit apartment. I used to love that. Okay, what else? All right, let's see. What other tunes we got here? You see, but also I also kind of haven't been listening to too much vulgar music these days. I've been kind of trying to monitor my intake of like the really bad words. You know, it all affects the mental, boys. It all affects the mental. You know. What else is a good song? I got playlists for days. I got playlists for everything. I got playlists for everything. Anyway, all right, we gotta stop that before before YouTube cusses us out. Before YouTube cusses us out. But you know what we can play, chat? You know what we're allowed to play? Este uno. You look for it, definitely a source of parent. Well, it's definitely not parenting advice. It is simply the bulletproof strategy to where if you have young kids, things that you can do financially to set them up and set your last name up like crazy. So I forgot what the name of the thing is, but there's a playbook. Oh, kids sports? Oh, dude. My friend was just telling me about rolling up some kids sports leagues. That's a crazy play. That's a crazy play. Get in the mix with that, man. Get in the mix with that. All right, Shred Lords. This may or may not be the last time you see me on stream because YouTube might have striked us because of the music we played, but I had to just play the vibes on Saturday for the boys. I had to. We're crushing it this week, man. We deserve a little bit of music celebrations. You know? But we had a lot of fun. We lost a soldier. But as we scale, that stuff's normal. But like I said, guys, this is a place of respect, a place of entertainment, smart money moves, learning, especially for the young people, you know? And I'll tell you now, chat. Turn this down a little bit. I'll tell you right now, chat. You get no benefit to your compounding in life, spiritually, financially, maturity-wise, by putting down other people or putting down a group of people based on a race, based on a music taste, based on a population. We are all human. We can do nothing but love and show respect for everyone globally, and that is especially how we get down here in Chat Capital and on these live streams. This is a space for the impossible, where people that have nothing but dreams, ambitions, and aspirations can come, learn, contribute, and connect with people that have done it. Where else in the world do you have a community where you have people that are in the beginning journeys of their schooling, of their professional lives, and then you have people on other ends of the spectrum that has been beating the markets for 20 plus years, that have their own businesses, that have their own funds, that work at the craziest private equity firms in the entire world? We are merging that nucleus and we are transforming the paradigm of what access to potential looks like. And this is a safe space for us to inspire that next generation, to give the goop from what we got to them, and to make everyone feel welcomed, happy, proud, excited to be part of the Shred Lord Chat Capital community. And that is what I'm trying to design here. All right? So hopefully everyone feels welcome, everyone feels respected and encouraged to contribute and vibe out and hang out with us, because that's what we do out here every freaking day. So much love to you guys. Keep hustling, keep shredding. All right? Take care of yourselves mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Take care of each other, take care of the camp. And this is a great example today of me taking care of my camp. All right? I take care of my camp. All right, boys? With that said, I'm about to probably play some Macroeconomic. All right? Boogie, if you on, let's hop on, my boy. But take care of yourself, Shredlords. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Dale, let's rock, man. Hey, send some music recommendations in the Discord. All right, y'all? Peace and love. Have a fantastic rest of your Saturday and an even better Sunday. Dale, chat. Much love. I'll holla at y'all literally tomorrow. Bye. Enough of that light skin stuff. Let's get real about it, boys.
Really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. That's not a real problem. And I still got it. I need $1 billion. Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it.
Y'all about to really see me become a billionaire live on stream. I guarantee you.
And I
guarantee I'm not sleeping until I become a billionaire.
I've been in the lab, so I'm not one you see around.
And then here's the crazy thing. You all gonna see me make $1 billion live on stream, and guess what? Give it away to something that I care about, bro. Straight calls. I ain't buying no yachts, no cars, none of that. I'm about to make $1 billion freaking dollars live on stream, show y'all the playbook, and then I'm about to impact the world with that chat. Let's freaking rock, man. Let's do it, dogs.
I mean, I don't
Okay,
really
bye.
care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. That's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1 billion. Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. It's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1 billion. Yeah, I've been in the lab, so I'm not one you see around. Thinking about my goals, so I'm not fun to be around. Now I want the whole field. Ain't no bush to beat around. I take it to the sky, so